slides. I am unfortunately not able to demonstrate live, which I had prepared for. There's some problem here. But please keep this in mind, irrespective of what happens at this summit. If you walk away with a Bhuvan thing in your mind, I'll be very happy. And so also I think Naredko will be happy that we start using Bhuvan for more applications. Yeah. Thank you. So go back, Ma. Sir, can you go back again? Yeah. If you see that number there below my name, 17.4346 north, 78.4631. That is what I want you to focus today. That's the main thing which is there, which is the focus of this presentation. Next bit, number, next. So I think I missed a slide somewhere there. Second slide, then mundundam koti. Okay. I'm just showing one application here which we developed Telangana government about 2 years ago. The numbers that you see there are part of a door numbering system, calling it one world, one number. The problem is not just about Hyderabad, wherever you go. For instance, my house number is 6-3-1216 by 50 by Begumpet, etc. pin code. It runs with a big thing, and it is based on the essential old system of ward, block. But digital door numbering is something which we are advocating, and Telangana government was actively looking at this some time ago, and I would like you to understand how this works. And maybe for your projects also, when you give an address, location sharing is there, but this kind of numbering system, in fact, we suggested to RERA, Dr. Satyanarayana Garu, instead of having a conventional numbering system, you might as well have a coordinate-based numbering system. Yeah, next bit. So the door numbering system works on latitude, longitude-based coordinate system. And there are various models in the world. One is also called Google+, also what 3 words, Makani in the Dubai, and zipper code. At the background of all this is the latitude, longitude. What we have said is, instead of using it at the background, let's use the latitude, longitude directly. I'll try and show you how it is possible. Because a lot of them write codes to use the lat long. And when you use the lat long directly, it can be used on any database. It can be used on Google, it can be used on Bhuvan, any database that Apple is also likely to make in the future. But when you use a code, it is restricted to only that. Now, Google Plus works only on Google. Please remember that. Whenever you come across any numbering system, the question you should ask is that applicable across map databases? That is what we are trying to show you now. So the reason for this is latitude, longitude is unique. That is something which you remember. Trying to say that the number which is there for HICC, I have another slide here, will never be repeated elsewhere in the whole world. So the uniqueness of latitude, longitude is to be understood by all of us. And instead of coding, we look at latitude, longitude as a numbering system. Next. Next slide. So these are numbers which you see of a certain location, like 17 degree, 24 second. All those who have seen topographical maps or any maps would be aware of this degree system. Different measurement systems, like you have meters, feet, different measurement systems. Next. Next. Okay, now for the same point, which is 17.407, etc. If you see the plus codes come out as 7J9, etc. This is a very random kind of a thing. Plus zipper requires registration. And this is another interesting called what 3 words. What this agency has done is, whole world they have divided into grids of 3 meter by 3 meter. So every 3 meter by 3 meter grid has words associated with it. So for instance, that number has words of chew, smoker, accented. It's a very random kind of words. And we were making a presentation at that time to Chief Secretary, and he was asking us repeatedly, is this the 3 words for that location? And fortunately, he was a smoker. So he was trying to relate how the smoking word came about at that particular point. Anyway, next. Okay, the present system. Why are we looking at digital door numbering? The reason is the present system duplication. Now he was talking of Lucknow in the just before. So same Lucknow will have 6-3- etc. Same Lucknow will have, let's say, Ramakrishna Road or Indira Nagar, like that. So repeat. Whereas lat long is unique. It will never be repeated. Please remember that. And the urban local bodies, because as you are real estate sector people, the urban local bodies primarily need revenues. When the HMD Commission is talking of development, revenues are main. So they need to have a system which is unique, which creates revenues for them so that the money goes into development. So for that, you need a numbering system to be unique and not duplicatable. Also, it supports the SDGs. Now, everybody is talking Sustainable Development Goals, 17, which are given by the United Nations. So for all that, you need a secure, reliable door numbering system, which will enable you to deliver services. So that's the reason why you develop. Next. Please understand this is a little important, but when you looking at Hyderabad, whenever you look at Google Maps or Bhuvan, the latitude is 17 degree. The longitude is 78 degree. That's a standard. So what happens is around Hyderabad, from 17 degree to 18 degree, from 78 to 79, 1 degree by 1 degree. Just keep it in mind. It covers about 10,000 square kilometers. 10,000 square kilometer, 1 degree by 1 degree. So what we've done here is, 1 degree is 100 kilometers if you see. Second point, it comes to 10 kilometer. After decimal 1, and finally at the 5th decimal point, it goes to 1 meter. So if you have to move to a location of 1 meter, you have to get to the 5th decimal point. Please understand that. So this is the system that we've devised for the numbering system. Next. Yeah, another thing in this, what happens is the numbers increase. Now we are in the northern hemisphere. Towards the north, the numbers increase. East-west, the numbers increase. Whereas in other codes, Google Plus and Zipper and all, there is no rationale how they are coding, how they are increasing. So this system, based on numbering, it increases north-south and east-west. As also, it's easy to understand. Anybody understand lat long? Very easy to do that. And now, what we suggested to GHMC here also is, you can generate your own numbers, and then GHMC verifies. Today, it's a whole new process. If you have to get a number allotted to you, it's a very tedious process. So if you are able to, the user generates his own number, and the urban local body verifies and validates, then that way is a better thing. And all